On episode 3 of the driver's seat today, we are once again in this beautiful alfresco shaded area, right? Today we have with us my colleague Adam Aubrey, who is half British, half Malaysian, which puts him in a unique position because he's both owned cars in the UK and Malaysia. So we're going to ask him a little bit about what the differences are and stuff like that. But before that, of course, let me welcome Adam to the driver's seat. Silakan bro, duduk, get comfortable.
Yeah, thank you.
Next time when you join us, please drink coffee, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get straight into it, Adam. First, you have to introduce the car that we have behind us. So this is Adam's daily driver, betul?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yes.
What is this? What are we looking at, bro?
So this is 99 Volvo V70R. So
why a wagon?
Because I go cycling, so I need to transport my bicycles around.
Okay, but it's an R though.
Yeah, I don't really use all the horsepower from the R, but it's just nice to have, I guess.
Fair enough.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm more of an engine guy than anything. I mean, all the cars that I've had previously, the engine is what I look at first. So this one's got the 5-cylinder engine. I think it's one of the most iconic engines, and some people even buy the car just for the engine, not really for the car, because the build quality, the interior build quality is not that great.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, a lot of people buy it just for the engine, I think.
Okay.
Probably.
Now, like I mentioned earlier, you've owned cars in the UK and in Malaysia.
Yeah.
You've modified cars in the UK. You've done some work with cars in Malaysia as well.
Yeah.
Now, which one was easier to do, and I suppose more affordable to do as well?
Okay, like buying cars in England, it's definitely buying cars in England is easier than in Malaysia.
Okay.
I mean, you just call up somebody, you go see the car, and on that day itself, you own the car. I mean, it's just a registration card, you fill in your name, and then the guy that's going to sell it to you posts it to the transport department, and 2 weeks later, the transport department posts it back to you, and you are the new owner. But instantly, you get a slip saying that you've owned the car. So
so even the process is a lot easier.
Because I think it's supposed because they have this yearly MOT check, so it's easier to just exchange cars on the spot. You know? So
of course, I think this goes without saying. But price-wise, we're probably looking at a lot more bang for buck in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. Because anything that's not worth it, they'll just scrap it. So you know, used car prices there hit rock bottom. So it's you know, a lot of cars are accessible.
Okay. How many cars have you roughly owned thus far in your automotive journey?
I think must be like near 10. I think 10. I think.
Okay, so out of all these 10 cars, which was the most memorable and why?
I think it was the 1992 Defender.
Oh wow! You picked the Land Rover.
And I bought it in the wrong country. I bought it in Malaysia, not in England. I mean, that is a memorable car because it's just a tractor that's built for the road. So
I have to ask you this: how much did you spend for the upkeep?
Okay, I mean, the price at that time was still okay. I mean, now there's just no point buying a Defender because it's just hit like crazy prices. But I bought the Defender. Okay, I rebuilt the engine because it was leaking, and then after the rebuild, it's still leaked. And then apparently I heard that Defender leaking oil is just a way of telling you that there's oil in the engine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so when you flipped it down the road, did you lose? How much did you lose?
No, I mean, I made money out of it.
You made?
Yeah. Because I think at that time people were just starting to look into buying Defenders, and this was when the prices started going up. So I thought I took the chance and make some money.
So how much did you buy it for?
So I bought it for like around 40.
Okay.
And then
you spent about?
I spent about 10,000 repairing, building it back up, and then I sold it for 70. So I mean, right now, if you say 70,000 ringgit Defender, it sounds cheap because they're just going crazy prices now.
Wow. Okay, so you actually made a profit on a Defender.
Yes.
Okay. You're probably one of the few that did, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now I think people who build their Defenders can't really sell them
Yeah.
because it's just too much now. It's
Yep,
too
exactly.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the prices are. I think I saw one on Facebook going for about close to 80. I think.
Yeah, even like
And-
you buy a rust bucket Defender now, it's like you're gonna have to spend 30,000.
Wow. Okay.
You know?
And I'm assuming also the expertise to rejuvenate these cars it's becoming a much smaller.
Yeah, which is weird. Usually when things, there's more of these things, the
Yeah.
prices go down. But
Yeah.
the more of these things, the more workshops are doing Defenders, the prices are going up. So I don't know. It's just a bit funny. I mean, yeah. So that's the car I think I'll never own again in Malaysia because of just the simple prices of it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've been working in the industry for a good how many years now in the automotive industry in Malaysia?
Yeah, it's nearly a decade. Yeah.
So nearly a decade.
Yeah.
So you've seen countless national automotive policies.
Yeah.
You've seen ministers of transport come and go. You've seen all kinds of policies come together, right? Now, if there was one moment that made your jaw drop to the ground
Yeah.
with regard to a policy or something a minister said with regard to transport, what moment would that be?
I think the thing that made my jaw drop the most was about the hybrid incentive when it first came in. I mean,
Right.
that was the time where the S-Class was like, wow, that's the price of a S400 hybrid? It was quite like, wow, I never thought S-Class would be that cheap, like in that sense, like
Sure,
not
sure,
cheap,
sure.
but yeah.
Tell us, how much how much was it then when the incentives came in?
I think
Do you
like
recall?
it was around 400,000 plus.
Oh wow,
the
for an S-Class. So yeah, so
Yeah.
that is now.
Yeah, I mean now, yeah, for 400 you buy the AMG models, right?
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I think the S400 the S400 hybrid was one of the first ones that were like, wow, that's not a bad price for an S-Class.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So yeah, I mean it was the EV policy when that came in.
Right.
So
Okay.
that was like,
I suppose that's a good thing though for Malaysians. I think for the EV policy probably afforded many people who were considering either a hybrid or an EV,
yeah.
and it made it a lot more affordable for us.
Yeah, I think without it, we won't have all these hybrids now in Malaysia. So yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay.
But at the same time, we're not really restructuring our how we tax our cars. I mean, like in
No,
Europe now, they
no.
just base it on emissions, but we're still doing it engine size. So it's not fully there.
Yeah,
not
it's
complete.
neither here nor there. It's
Yeah,
No, I
so,
totally I definitely agree with that
It's sad.
sentiment.
I mean,
yeah.
we can go forward a bit more, but
Yeah.
it's just flip flop, just like the government, I guess.
Oh yes, that's a discussion for another day, right? Okay, just before we wrap up,
Yeah.
now your dream 3-car garage
Okay.
would be, and why?
Okay, so I wouldn't mind a 1970 SL, the drop top one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not the fastest car in the world. It's not the best engine, but it just
But you look cool going
yeah,
slow.
it just looks cool. So
Yeah.
that car, the slower you go, the better. So
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, it's just a classic and it's just timeless. I mean,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I would also like to have. There's a company in England called Twisted, and they build backup Defenders, and they put a V8 inside, American
Sure, why not?
LS V8 inside, and
Right.
those things are beasts. And yeah, I would like to one of
Okay.
those. And I guess the third car I would like is a G-Wagon. I mean, it's just, I've got a family, so I can't think of a better family car. Yeah, some people say
it's a
a
bit-
wagon is a better family car.
Yeah, but it's a bit in your face, no? I mean,
yeah, because I know what you
I
mean.
mean, I suppose if you like that presence on the road, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Sure.
I'll mostly be doing like family runs, but yeah, I mean, it's just a G-Wagon.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay. I can see the appeal of the G-Wagon.
Yeah.
So just before we wrap up, we're gonna put Adam through a speed test. 5 random propositions, and he'll pick either one. Okay, so just off the cuff. Okay,
Okay.
auto or manual?
Auto,
BMW or Mercedes?
BMW,
Road trip or sex?
road trip.
X50 or HRV?
Oh God, X50.
Supercar blondie, yes or no?
No.
Very nice, nice. And with that, we come to the end of the third episode of the driver's seat. It's been a pleasure having Adam here with us.
Thank you.
He's one of the funnier guys on our team. Stay tuned for the next one. Who do we have on board? Saya pun tak tahu lagi. Nanti bila dia sampai, kita tahulah siapa.
Who's that BMW guy?
That's a good. Yeah, maybe we can have him on board lah. Yeah.
You know,
that fleet manager. Everyone knows him as the fleet manager of BMW. I don't know why, but yeah. Okay. See you soon.